Okay, Halloween isn't over, so I can actually... Oh, it's tomorrow. Alright, I'm gonna scare the shit out of you. As if I haven't already with my shitty videos. I'm extra angry today. Maybe not too extra, but like, I must change jobs already. I have wasted so much time. Unbelievable. I have so much good to give to people. Like, what? What am I doing? What are you guys doing? When are we gonna start sharing and caring? We're not doing that. We're still in a survival state. We're still at war. World War III, World War IV, whatever the number now is, because this is happening real fast. Anyone can be dragged into war. Everyone is taxed. The rents are pretty high for no reason. You know, everyone's a slave. And it's not because of capitalism anymore. It's the authority fucking very intrusive, very hard to deal with, because now they're gonna censor you. Now they're gonna put you down. But most importantly, they already have advanced far enough to turn almost every single water person into a sociopath. Because they know how to deal with ADHD. They know how to deal with anxiety and depression that constantly comes from boredom. It's different type of depression, okay? It's when you're bored, when you nothing to do at all. But not because you rejected a lot of activities that you normally like. But it's just because you feel bad. You feel bad and you call it depression. This different depression, okay? Again, it's more like anxious depression. It's like, I don't feel good. What do I do to feel good? That's not boredom either. But again, water people, just a little bit more description would be useful at the moment. But all I'm saying is that they get prescriptions for anxiety and ADHD. Prescriptions, drugs, they're being fucking attacked. Okay? And it's successful. You say it's science and they buy it. Because they need authority. Water people, they're children who need old people. Old people's advice. Authorities' advice. What the fuck to do. They will listen to that shit. They will suck up those stories, those space stories. Man, we suck that shit up real quick. And we're buying it. Man, it's expensive, those NASA stories. 1%? That's still pretty fucking expensive. Well, to Americans at least. Is UK funding space bullshit as well? God damn it. Everyone is doing it. Everyone is collecting taxes for some bullshit. And selling you stories. Probably they came out with some political stories as well for you to buy into. Something like definition of socialism and communism that I dug out. Oh boy, that was hard. And they don't have their own definition. They're just science, man. They're just government. They don't call themselves anything. They don't have an ism. China is wrongfully called communist. Even though it's literally a big ass factory that produces everything in the world right now. Big ass factory that has a social score to manipulate people, to control them, to basically have this reportability, which I'm gonna discuss a little bit more. But this is so weird. How can we just mix up terms like crazy? We are only hard coded at this point. Like I brought up why games die. Oh, you don't get it? Your brain also dies if you hard code everything. You're no longer open-minded. Because you have to rememorize new things in order to feel like you have learned anything. Because that's how you learned in the first place. But that's not how you learn things. You put things in little boxes and definitions, and when you need to figure something out, you use components instead of hard-coded magic, right? That works only for very, very specific cases. But for everything else, bullshit. Your brain is bullshit. And you will fail if you think in a hard-coded ways. If you just spit out garbage that you've learned without a question. Because you need to question what other patterns, what other boxes that I can reuse for different problems. Not for the same problem that you're dealing with every day. It's bullshit. But anyways, we need to move on. We need to touch on money. Money has been created by capitalism to evaluate things and will enslave people, but capitalism is no longer the main culprit. But the money still lives on. Every ideology lives on. Whether it was distorted, no problem, because people still can dig it up and figure out that there are 4 personalities, 4 ideologies, and we live in the 4th one, which is authority. And we don't like it. We don't like it, but we have to survive this whole thing. Again, the first age of all the seasons that humanity is going to go through, we don't know what kind of challenges lay ahead. We never experienced all the seasons in their entirety. So now is the season of authority, and even though we're getting all this great technology and science, we're also losing a very big deal of relationships, I suppose. But just order, just general order that society brings, that friendship brings. Because friendship is being used to accumulate authority. If you're my friend, I'll be able to exploit you and turn myself into an authority figure. And even manipulate you. Because, you know, I have other friends. I'm very well connected. And just spirals out of control, but basically, money still lives on. It still defines what survival is because we need it to survive. If you lose money, you lose your entire life. We have created a system where survival is so well defined for everyone that everyone can manipulate each other now. Because we know what we need to do to make another person's life miserable. We just need to attack their money. That's it. Even putting a person into jail, yeah, that will probably cripple their life. But if we figure out how to manipulate their money, that's it. That is the answer of how you can create an incredible system a self-absorbed system that only cares about itself. And in this case, again, it's authority that has taken over. Only cares about itself. Still pushes us in a survival situation where we have plenty of resources, but we just don't know how to handle anything. So authority comes in and is like, well, we can handle it for you. We can create rules. It's crazy. And one of the most scariest things for authority is angry people. People like myself. They will be scared of this entire personality. They will attack it as best as they can, but they can't really do it. Because if they attack us, the way that they do it, they will get in our faces, They'll only make us more angry. Because that's what authority wants. Authority wants to get in your face, while angry people want to be left alone unless you're here to listen. Right? Just exist for the sake of sucking up all the anger. Right? Just as a supporter, not against the whole thing, or not even trying to leave, or because if people trying to leave and not support you as an angry person, I have a lot of anger to share. I want people to be there and to listen to it and open their minds, right? If they can do that, that would be so badass, but nobody can do it. And I have opened myself into this land of limbo where I understand everyone is a puppet or a master. That's all the relationships that we have. And when you break from your programming, you're left with nothing. You literally have to go back just to experience life, because there's nothing in the limbo. There's nobody there that you can connect to. Everyone has their problems. Everyone has the cancer mindset. And there's just no way out. Alone, at least. You cannot do it alone. You cannot do it without certainty that you will achieve independence. And you can't do it alone. Not in the jungle that we live right now. Anyways. Sociopathy. I've touched on water people. They're being under attack. I touched on authority, personality. I can quickly explain you guys what narcissists are before I really touch the sociopathy. This is just a small touch, but it's really fucking is gonna define what a sociopath is. It's gonna help you do that. But let's start with narcissist. My dad is a narcissist. He has his own opinion. He's gonna hold on to that opinion. He's gonna be brutally annoying, stubborn. Let's put it that way. And let's put two encounters. One, most of the time, right, when I spend time with my dad, if I insult him, he's gonna get hostile really quickly. Oh boy. He doesn't take insults. Doesn't take that at all. If he feels threatened, he will fucking fight. He will find reasons to fight. And it's just so stupid. I had to deal with a narcissist when he tried to protect his girlfriend for a temporary amount of time that he had a girlfriend. But the only thing I said is bich. I didn't say bitch. I said bich. I wrote bich. And she overreacts, and then the narcissist calls me and is asking me for a fight. This happens time and time again. Right? With narcissists. They're just stubborn. They're gonna fight you for nothing. If they feel insulted, oh boy. And there's just no fucking reason for them to fight. They don't even know your intentions. They feel like they've figured it out, right? They feel like they have a threat and they need to deal with that threat. Fuck it. Right? Whether they're gonna hide or fight immediately, that's their choice, but they're fucked up. And I hate dealing with my dad. I had to buy him a phone. Even though he owed me money, okay, I'll buy him a phone. Right. With a special deal, let's say. And then I couldn't do that, but I didn't want to give my dad evidence, specifically, because it would take just too long. But he just didn't listen. He didn't give a fuck that I couldn't buy a phone, that my bank was declining the ability to buy a phone at that specific time. And it was weird, but still, what my dad chose to do is to create more conflict. Like I said, no, but he doesn't fucking listen to that. Doesn't listen to anything I say, unless I'm talking about like evidence. And then, yeah, he will shut himself up to a certain degree, and still will think that he cannot trust me, because he has his own definition of how he can trust people, right? If he can act like Jake Paul and shit on people's faces and call it a joke, whatever, well, that's trust right there. If I can shit on your face, bam, you've earned my trust. You always need to earn narcissists' trust for some reason, not the other way around. So it's just so stupid. Shane Dawson, I don't know. He got burned. He got fucked in the ass. But at least he brought that footage to everyone to see, right? How he fails, basically. What it didn't fail to bring up is sociopathy. I think that was pretty important because it's so relevant in today's age, as everyone is being turned into sociopaths because of the authority. And one of those trending stories is black-eyed children. I fell victim for this. I believed it for a long time. But this is fake. Black-eyed children are fake. But they give such a powerful description of just sociopaths. They first of all, children. And sociopaths are water people, meaning that they represent childhood. Okay, the earliest section of your life. The same way authority represents an old person. So it fits just right in. And black eyes, I'll tell you a little bit of that. But basically, they try to get in, they try to use their childishness, or the fact that they are children, in danger. Okay, I'm in danger. Can I call somebody? Can I come in and call somebody? Oh boy. You will let me in because you have to take care of children. But then you see their black eyes and, oh, oops, it gets scary. And the fact that they're emotionless and talk like robots. That's another trait of sociopathy, because they themselves don't want to project any emotions. They destroy their own emotions. So it's just perfect description of a sociopath. But the black eye specifically is beautiful when you realize this is happening in real life. Makeup. Why would you highlight your eyes? Why would you do that? What is the manipulation tactic there? Because all makeup is manipulation. It's about attracting eyesight. You highlight your eyes, you put black around your eyes, so there's more reason for people to look into your eyes rather than anywhere else. And when you get that eyesight, whatever happens in that very tiny bit of moment, you read that shit like crazy. That is what you wanted all along, is to get that reaction. Oh boy, that reaction is priceless to you because it tells you exactly how the person feels about you. And whether you want that emotion to be like that or not. It will tell you what to do, what your plan is next as a sociopath, because you're a fighter. You want to change that emotion if you don't like it. If you don't like that, oh, that person doesn't seem to like me very much. I need to change that. I need to manipulate this guy. Anyways, I think I'm gonna cut it right there. I wanted to talk about like how men like to survive, how women like to survive. This is a big topic, okay? It's like show sheets type of. Now, I'm gonna touch on Mr. Beast. PewDiePie has highlighted his channel because Mr. Beast wanted to make PewDiePie popular, so he beats T-Series, whatever. But there's something scary about Mr. Beast. Probably not the fact that, maybe yeah, he is Mr. Beast, isn't he? He does have a sociopathic tendency because he's giving away money to people. He wants to see people's reactions. That's a big deal for him, right? For his channel. That's what entertains him to do all these things. And at the same time creates entertainment for everyone else. It's just him reading people's reactions when they get money. And those reactions are crazy priceless. So weird as well. Like, very, very weird reactions. I have a few more comments, but I don't know. It's just so fucking weird. You get $1,000, how would you feel? For me, it's like, it's weird. Like, you know, why? I don't want to get things for free, and I don't want other people to get things for free, and what Mr. Beast is actually doing is actually a disservice to society because he's perpetuating lust, right? He's just giving away money, and it feels like, fuck, this isn't fair. I want to win the lottery. I want to get stuff for free. Like, fuck this. Right? It's such a weird channel. It's so scary to understand that behind all of this is just a bunch of manipulation, similarly to how Jake Paul is manipulating children. Right? It's pretty fucking scary. Anyways, there's a lot more, but I hope I, scared you out. You're gonna shit your pants. The first time you listen to Black Eyed Children's stories, you should probably shit your pants too. I mean, I did, and I believed that shit for a long time. Anyways, I'm out.